things in our life that we look at that aren't sin, but they really hold no worth and they just take up time. In Psalms 119:87, it says this is David speaking: "Turn my eyes from looking at worthless things and give me life in your ways." A lot of times, as children of God living in this generation, we give so much of our time to things that are worthless. Maybe there are some things in your life, they're not necessarily a sin, they're not foul, but they have no worth. Your life, you don't have forever. The life that we live on earth is so short compared to eternity. And I just think of what it says in Matthew, how the narrow road is the road that leads to life. There are some things that you're gonna have to let go to go through that narrow road. I'm not saying that you're not saved if you're spending so much time on these things, but if we want to go deeper in our relationship with Christ, if we want to go deeper into the living water, this requires for us to live with less of ourselves. Maybe that team, maybe that TV show, maybe that area, that hobby takes up too much time that should be taken up by the Word of God. And I'm not saying it's bad to have hobbies, I'm not saying it's bad to enjoy things in life, but we want to make sure that the number one thing that we're pushing forward in our life is to preach and proclaim the Word of Christ, but also just to get to know Him. Because how much time do we spend looking at everything else but Jesus? Like it says right here, turn my eyes from looking at worthless things. When you see the glory of Jesus, even if you just see it for a split second, if you see His glory, it captivates you, and you know what? Everything else becomes worthless. And as everything else becomes worthless, you have two options. Option number one, you go straight to Christ. Option number two, you try to find anything. You try to spend all your time looking for something to satisfy you. And so many times we go to all those things to try to satisfy us when really we should have just gone straight to Jesus. What I want to encourage your hearts with is, let's fix our eyes on Jesus. We don't have time to waste. Let's fix our eyes looking at His face and beholding His beauty, because that is what we were created to do.